G'day folks, Raymond Foster here. Hope you're doing great. This is an invitation to every single person on the planet, every single human being in existence who would consider themselves white sympathetic. So any person in existence at all, okay, who expresses in any manner whatsoever that they have any concern or care for members of Western kind. Okay? So, not an openly anti-white bigot, okay? Not a vague, but a white sympathetic individual, okay? Again, I invite every single one on the planet, every white sympathetic person in existence, to a recent conversation and dilemma which affects the recapturing of our destiny. Therefore, it is leading to the suffering of millions of innocent white children today, right now. Okay, so we have a serious dilemma within and in regards to the white sympathetic sphere. So again, that's every single person on the planet, every single person in existence who would claim that they have any care or concern for the well-being of any white person. There is a huge dilemma in this sphere, again, which is literally making children right now, today, suffer abuse and molestation. Okay, so it needs to be addressed. All right? And anyone who would say that it doesn't need to be addressed, well, they're just admitting that they're not white sympathetic. They're an openly anti-white bigot. Okay? They're a demon from hell. And they will get no respect. Their opinions will not be considered. All right? They will simply expose themselves as anti-white scum, anti-white losers who don't care about the well-being of innocent white children. Okay? So, everyone on the planet is invited to this conversation, okay, who is white sympathetic, and those who don't join the conversation prove that they aren't white sympathetic, they're actually anti-white shills, losers, who are just LARPing, pretending to be white sympathetic. Majority of them probably even think they are white sympathetic, but their actions prove otherwise. Okay, so that's a simple little disclaimer. We can start off solving this issue, this dilemma, which again is leading to children. It's causing children right now. Millions of white children right this second are suffering and being molested. Okay? Because of this dilemma, this issue that we're about to discuss. All of us on the planet together, okay? We're all talking about it. We're all having a big conversation about it until it's settled for good. And the suffering of millions of innocent children that is happening right now stops, okay? Good. We can all agree that this needs to happen, this conversation needs to take place, because we're white sympathetic, we care about innocent white children. Okay. So, those who don't come to the conversation are excluding themselves as anti-whites. I hope that's clear. Now, let's begin. Here is a quote that I will read from a great individual, a hero of Western kind. Open quote, "I think a lot of it is just unnecessary infighting and slander for dishonest reasons." Now, this is in reference to attacks on the Go Free method, the Go Free principle, practice, and the community. Okay, it's not just attacks, but even unnecessary criticisms, okay, that are expressed as honest opinions. It's just like people honestly disagreeing, people honestly having doubts, and they just don't believe or just don't understand the Go Free method, or that Go Free is the only thing that can help Western kind, the only thing that can possibly help protect innocent white children, right? Probably, about 90% of what is being referred to here is what people will claim is just an honest opinion, just honest doubt in Go Free, with just honest criticism, okay? But it's not. It's unnecessary slander for dishonest reasons. 100% correct, okay? And again, it's a serious, serious dilemma that needs to be addressed. We're all having this conversation together, okay? And those of you who don't want to join in, you're not having this conversation with us, you're anti-white scum. Thanks for letting us know, all right? But the rest of the white sympathetic people on the planet, all right, we're all going to have a conversation about how Go Free is the only thing that works, all right? And that any criticism, any doubt, any questioning, any bullshit that people want to talk about, anything you want to say about Go Free not being the only thing that works to protect innocent white children, okay, is bullshit nonsense. It's dishonest. It's the promotion of the abuse and molestation of millions of innocent white children. Okay? We're having this conversation. Those of you who don't want to have the conversation, you prove you're anti-white. You want to abuse these children. Okay? The rest of us are going to join in the conversation. We're all going to talk about and explain and agree exactly why Go Free, the practice of Go Free, is the only thing that helps Western kind, the only thing that helps to protect innocent white children. And that if you are claiming to be white sympathetic and you aren't promoting Go Free, and you aren't going free yourself, then you're actually just an anti-white. Okay? This is the conversation we're going to have. We're all having it together. Those of you who don't want to have the conversation are going to prove to all of us that you are just anti-white, because you don't care that this is leading to the molestation of innocent white children. Your own actions, that you are responsible for the molestation of innocent white children. Okay? And if you're responsible, I don't care what you say or what you think, or if you make out that you're white sympathetic. Okay? If your actions are responsible for the molestation of innocent white children, you're an anti-white scum. Doesn't matter your intentions, doesn't matter if you think you're white positive, doesn't matter if you think you care about white children. If your actions lead to them being molested, you're a scumbag who is harming them. So that means, by definition, it's no one's opinion, these are facts of reality. By definition, you are an anti-white. Okay. Let's continue with this quote. If you have an honest disagreement, that's one thing. But there are a lot of totally baseless accusations that we aren't pro-white enough by people that don't even capitalize white. Close quote. Again, any disagreement is baseless because it's scientifically proven, okay, it's been a scientifically proven fact that Go Free, the method of Go Free, the practice of Go Free is the only thing that can help. It's even been scientific, we've proven it with neurological biology, neurological understandings of how the brain works. So biology, neurology, advanced scientific fields which have been around for and developed for hundreds of years scientifically prove. We can even do scans on the fucking brain, like the actual physical makeup of your brain. It's no one's opinions, no one's ideas. We can literally pull a brain out of somebody's skull, right? And you can scan the brain, you can observe the brain, see where the neurons are, where the electrons fire in that physical brain in someone's skull, okay? And it's scientific proof, okay, that go free, the practice and method of go free, is the only thing that can possibly ever, in any way whatsoever, help Western kind, help protect innocent white children. And that if you are claiming to be white sympathetic, but you're not going free, that means it's scientifically proven that you're just an anti-white. Okay? So this is the conversation we're having. Again, we're all invited. I invite you to put across your opinion, what you think, okay? What's your say? Put your say across, okay? Leave a comment, make a video about this. Tag me, whatever. Make a reply video. Because again, this is a conversation that's going to take off. It's going to, we're all going to talk about it. And those who don't are going to prove that they're just anti-whites and they don't care that they're actually responsible for the molestation of innocent white children. Now, this individual is a perfect example. Okay? He thinks that he's white positive or white sympathetic. Okay, let's see what happened here. This individual, he came in and he started being anti-white. He as well, this fella Buck, he claims to be white sympathetic. He even supports the practice of go free. But here, in this instance, he was anti-white. This post he put here, this statement, okay, open quote, "You are literally the Jim Jones of going free," close quote. That statement is causing white children to be molested. Good work, Buck. Okay? By you saying that, you just made white children suffer. Some white child is going to be thinking about suicide because you just made that statement. I hope you're proud. Okay? Buck toned down his approach and his way he was speaking towards me and whatnot. Because as soon as I pointed this out, I told him, bro, whoa. You're just an anti-white scum cunt. You're just an anti-white fucking loser trying to promote the MP that Go Free as a cult. When it's scientifically proven Go Free is the only thing that can help white children. So right there, Buck, you just harmed white children. I let him know, and so he stopped. Good work, mate. That's what you do. Then you'll be forgiven, repentant. Eh? He made a mistake. Good. He didn't keep making the mistake. He's forgiven. He's a fucking hero. Alright? Because we all make mistakes. But if you don't learn from your mistakes, if you don't change, if you keep making them, and then get arrogant and have a sulk because somebody's telling you that you're making a mistake, alright? Then you're fucking scum. Because those mistakes are causing white children to be molested. Okay? So you are causing it. Okay? Folk like this fella, Marty, are causing white children to be molested. Cheers, bruh. Hope you're proud, cunt. Okay? How? Well, he just jumped in and he just, started being cheeky and he agreed with what Buck said here, which actually caused innocent white children to be molested and harmed. But he realised that. I brought it up. He realised that, so Buck stopped. Good on him. But old mate, he jumps in and starts causing innocent white children to be molested and harmed as well. Okay? So I jump in and say, so are you just an anti-white loser too? Thanks for letting everyone know. Pretty straightforward. If you start promoting MPs which undermine Go Free, the only thing that can help stop white children from being molested, then you're personally responsible for white children being molested. Simple logic. Children can understand it. So they even know that you're the reason they're being molested. They understand it themselves. So don't you try to act like, oh no, that doesn't make sense. I'm not making white children be molested. Okay? Even the children know you are. So you want to be in denial of it? That just makes you even worse of an anti-white scum loser. And the children who you're causing to be molested are just going to fucking hate you even more. Alright? Because we're going to let them know that you're responsible. You're the reason why they have been molested. Okay? So don't, hey Foster, what the fuck do you get off calling me? Okay? You're a loser, cunt. And white children are going to know. They're going to grow up and know. And they understand how it works and why you're fucking responsible for them being molested, cunt. And folk like me, Raymond Foster, are responsible for them being protected from the molestation that cunts like yous promote. That without men like Raymond Foster, they wouldn't have anyone to protect them. Because losers like you, who say you want to protect them, are out here trying to have them molested and promoting and causing them to be molested with this shit. Okay? We have mutual followers. I hope their eyebrows raised from your idiocy. Alright? So, I come back quite plain and simple. It's the job of an advocate of white well-being and a hero of Western kind to call out anti-whiteism when we see it. You are being anti-white here, and so was Buck. He toned down his approach because he realised he was being anti-white by promoting the MP that Go Free is a cult. Promoting white well-being is idiocy. Okay, so he says, "Oh, we share followers, so I'm going to try to get people to turn against you or something." What? All right. I hope their eyebrows raised from your idiocy. Okay, so what's my idiocy here? That's right. Promoting white well-being. Protecting innocent white children from being molested. That's idiocy to this Marty fuck. Okay? Apparently, protecting innocent white children from predators who want to molest them is idiocy. And he thinks that some other followers, people that follow me and him or whatever, are going to take his side somehow, for some reason, okay, and call the protection of white children idiocy. And not think that he's just an anti-white scum loser for promoting the molestation of innocent white children. And then calling the opposition to it and the protecting of those white children idiocy. So he's out here promoting white children get molested, and he's saying that if we oppose him promoting that white children get molested, yeah, and we put a stop to it, and we protect those white children, that's called idiocy. So we're idiots for protecting white children from predators who want to molest them, and he's out here promoting the molestation of white children. And somehow he thinks I'm going to be looked at in a negative light and people are going to agree with him. Okay? But again, at the end of the day, what does this show? It just shows obviously anyone who would agree with him is anti-white scum promoting the molestation of white children. And if you are actually white sympathetic, you do care about the well-being of white children, you agree with me, and you see him as an anti-white scumbag. Good. I'm glad we're having this conversation together, all of us. Again, every single white sympathetic person on the planet. If you have any counter arguments, you don't quite understand some of the things I've said, again, leave your comments. You're a part of this conversation. If you're not, again, you expose yourself. You prove to the world that you're just an anti-white scum who literally promotes the molestation of white children on a daily basis. Okay? Because everyone who actually cares and isn't promoting the molestation of white children on a daily basis is joining in this conversation, okay, to understand, to talk to other people in the white sympathetic sphere, to get the message out. It's not just a conversation with me. It's not me talking to you. It's you talking to your mates. It's you talking to your followers. You making videos to your people. It's you and your circles of so-called white sympathetic people. People I don't even know or talk to that don't follow me. No, they follow you, but they talk to you. You probably know each other on other, platforms. Maybe you go to the same live streams and things, and you know each other from chats and stuff. Okay? Well, I don't know everybody in the white sympathetic sphere, but everybody in the white sympathetic sphere knows everyone in the white sympathetic sphere. So we're all going to have this conversation together. We're all going to talk together. So that means you have a responsibility, right, to bring this up, talk about this in your circle of friends who consider themselves to be white sympathetic. And if you don't, guess what? That's right. You expose yourself as an anti-white who'd rather be a part of the promotion of the molestation of white children. Okay? Because folk like this, who are claiming to be white positive, again, there was No White Guilt did an actual whole stream about a certain individual and a broad address to Ant Nats, okay, as a whole. But he referred to a specific individual, okay, European revolt or revolution or whatever, who I have been calling out, okay, as an anti-white for a long time. Okay, for a long time as well, folk were like questioning and like, what do you mean? How is he anti-white? He says he cares about white people. He says he's white sympathetic. How is he anti-white if he says he's white sympathetic, Raymond? Aren't you just being a bit too harsh? Well, no. White children are being molested right this second because of European revolt, European revolution. His activism is the promotion of the molestation of white children. Okay? So he's an anti-white scum. And that's what I've been saying about him for a long time. I've also said at any moment he can stop being an anti-white scum and I'll praise him as a hero. If he wants to be a hero, acts as a hero, he'll be praised as a hero. And that's the same for everybody. Okay? That's the same for this Marty fella, who's in the same boat as this European revolution or revolt. Okay? He's an anti-white scumbag. Okay? Again, if he wants to stop being an anti-white scumbag, okay? This is because it's not a label, it's a description. Okay? It's just a basic, realistic, truthful description of his actions and behavior. His anti-white scum promoting the molestation of innocent white children. But if Marty here wants to stop doing that, okay, stop promoting the molestation of white children, instead promote Go Free and the Go Free method, the only thing that can help end the molestation of white children, then he's a hero. He'll be praised as a hero. He'll be forgiven for all of his anti-white scumbaggery and the actual, his personal responsibility So he needs to look in the mirror, okay? Look at himself in the mirror. Look into his eyes in the mirror and nod and accept. Go, yes, I, Marty, am responsible for the molestation of white children. I'm a fucking scumbag anti-white, so I need to change that and stop being that. Don't have a fucking cry or a sulk and oh no, I'm being too mean or I'm being... No, you're responsible for the molestation of white children, Marty. Fucking check yourself, mate, alright? Self-reflect. Look at yourself in the mirror and think about how you're personally responsible for the molestation of white children. Okay? And if you can't accept, you can't figure it out, you can't look at yourself like you're a lowest piece of shit scumbag and look at yourself and hate yourself, cunt, alright? Then you remain an anti-white scumbag. You haven't self-reflected. Doesn't matter what you say or what you think. You can try to promote white positivity and all this nonsense. Doesn't make any difference. You are responsible for the molestation of white children. You are anti-white by definition. Same goes for that Sarah individual that I've been talking to recently. Okay? She keeps trying to promote what she refers to as white tribalism. Caring for the well-being of white folk, but not caring about the well-being of non-whites. Okay? So, again, if you call yourself a white sympathetic, and you're like this individual, like Sarah, and you make out like, oh, we shouldn't care about the well-being of non-whites, alright? You're an anti-white scumbag. Straightforward. Okay? You're responsible for the molestation of white children. So, again, the same with these other individuals. The same goes for this Sarah individual. If she wants to stop promoting things like white tribalism, white nationalism, okay, only caring about white well-being and not non-white well-being, she wants to stop all of that and start promoting Go Free and the Go Free method and going free of anti-whiteism, because that's the only thing that can help stop the molestation of white children, well then guess what? She's still a part of and she's personally responsible for the molestation of white children. She's an anti-white scum. I'm so glad we're all having this conversation because, again, one of the main things right now in the world which is causing white children to be molested right now, right this second, millions of white children right now are being molested, okay? And the main reason is folk like Marty, Sarah, and European Revolution. They're the main cause, okay? It's not anti-white, it's not the anti-white bigots. The people who are out there openly hating and wanting to harm white people, they're not the main cause or responsibility. The main cause and responsibility are folk like Marty and Sarah and European Revolution who claim to be white sympathetic, claim to care about white children, white well-being, while not promoting Go Free.